Hello there, friends of YouTube. I've been sorting out my flybacks and sorting out pairs. Pairs of ones that I want to put together. Excuse me. Just want to get comfortable. Oh, I need to stretch my leg out. There we go. Right, so I found these two, which are basically the same. These two are the same. So I need to put these together of some sort on a circuit, on a DVS circuit. And I've found these two which are the same, identical. And I found those two which are identical. And I found these two which are identical. Unfortunately, this one is, when I found it, I'd had the chopped off by some comedian just there, which I had to trim down and put a bit of blob of solder on there so I can clip a wire onto it. But apart from that, it's fine. This one is perfectly fine, all nice and clean, washed in the sink when I took it out of the TV. And I've got two more here, which are identical. They're perfectly fine. You just love these flybacks. So I've got one working just there. I've got it on 12 volts. I've just been messing around with it. Turn it off a minute, Morgan. Leave it off for a minute because it's arcing out on that wire. I'm going to have to do it. Right, so looking at some of these flybacks, I did a previous video on this one. Now, I was saying it's quite a big one, isn't it? And I've actually put this against one of my actual big ones, one of the biggest ones that I had, which was one of these, which is that 32-inch CRT Sony television. And looking and comparison wise, I'll show you the difference compared to an actual big one. Now look at the size of that compared to a large. Look, the size of the coil size. It absolutely dwarfs it. Look. There's the top of the ferrite just there and the bottom. And looking at it, you can really see the difference. Now I'd love to push this one here to its maximum when I get time to see with the difference of arcs. But saying that, when I've actually say I've had a small one, which let's grab hold of a small one. This is a smaller one. I mean, when you look at the size of this one compared to this. Bloody hell, stupid thing. Sorry guys, it's just awkward with one hand. And I've actually had really big arcs compared to a bigger one. I've always found that for some reason, I don't know whether it's because you put more power, you put the same power into a smaller one so you get bigger arcs, or if you put the same power into a big one and still get similar arcs. I don't know whether it's anything to do with that or what. I suppose it is, but with this really big flyback, I'd love to really get some serious power out of it. Get a good 8, 10, 12-inch sparks. I mean, arcs. The biggest I've ever had, arcs mind, is probably 6 inches. The biggest arcs I've had. On my previous account, which was Black Mesa 2.5, I had 2 porcelain standoffs and I was getting some serious just over 6-inch arcs with a ZVS driver. But with this larger one, I'd really would love to get some serious arcs out of that one. The biggest arcs I've had out of this one, I would say, is around about 4 inches. 4-inch arcs, probably 5 at a stretch. Well, anyway, going back to finding, I just wanted to talk to you about that. going back to finding some similar size flybacks. I'm still looking to see what's the same, so I can group together all the ones that are the same. But I got a TV yesterday as well, and this was inside of it, and this has got some serious capacitor in it. That is definitely a capacitor inside there, internal capacitor, definitely. I've not wired this up yet, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but I'd imagine there's going to be some white arcs off that. It's out of a Sony as well, look. You see, just see the Sony just there. Hold on 1 sec. Try to see if I can focus in a bit. You can just make it out there. Bloody wires. There you go, Sony. So I got quite a few out of Sony TVs. Well, yeah, I wanted to show you this one. It's an unusual one. I've not seen one with such a large capacitor in it like that. I've got other ones, other Sony, which are out of the same Sony TVs, and the internal capacitor is there. But that is absolutely huge compared to that one. So I'm looking forward to wiring that up. I've got a lot of flybacks, I can tell you that now. I must have every single type. So yes, I've got around about 60 flybacks now. I had another 6 TVs given to me yesterday. I've registered myself on a website which what's it called, Morgan? FreeCycle. That's it. FreeCycle.com. It's basically, you can get stuff off there, you can register on it, and people, you know, make up their own offers, and if you like what they're offering, then you can just go and pick it up. Just email them and go and pick them up. So if you have a look on the internet for freecycle.com and register yourself, people are chucking out monitors, TVs, all sorts of electrical equipment. So that's if you're in the UK anyway. You can't really register it if you're in another country and want something, because I think it will cost you a bit too much to come over here and get it. Well, I don't think anybody's that stupid. But yeah, so I was bored anyway, guys, and I've got all my flybacks all spread out, looking at them and checking them all out, and just seeing what I can find which are the same. Just to show you guys, if you've not watched any of my previous videos. But yeah, got a good selection of the same flybacks here, so I'll have to wire them up and see what I can get out of them. So anyway, guys, you look after yourselves and take care and be safe, and we'll speak again.